Well, now to the latest in the Middle East, where Israel is pushing further into Rafah.
Yeah, that's right. This comes as the Biden administration is reportedly sending even more aid to Israel, just after President Joe Biden said that they may not be doing that last week. Good day's Robert Moses joins us now with more. And what's going on here, Robert?
Well, Dan and Tashani, as Israel continues its advance into Rafah, it remains a source of worry for the U.S. Just last week, the White House paused a shipment of 2,000-pound bombs, which it feared Israel would use to inflict carnage in Rafah. This week comes word that other weaponry is or will soon be on the way.
Three congressional aides say the Biden administration notified lawmakers that it is sending more than $1 billion in tank ammunition, tactical vehicles, and mortar rounds to Israel. It is the first arms shipment since the administration announced last week a halt to a shipment of 3,500 bombs to prevent them from being used in Israel's offensive in the southern Gaza city of Rafah, where more than 1 million people have been sheltering. Republicans condemned the decision not to send the bombs.
The idea that we would cut off military aid to an ally, our only true ally in the entire region, is absolutely preposterous. If the Biden administration continues to hector and impede our allies' progress toward this goal, they share the blame for Hamas' success.
It is a difficult needle to thread. How does the U.S. support Israel while attempting to reduce the civilian deaths in Gaza that have spawned protests at college campuses and elsewhere? House Republicans have been pushing a bill that would prevent President Joe Biden from blocking or conditioning weapons for Israel.
The irony is what Joe Biden is doing for political purposes to try to appease the pro-Hamas, people in his party, I guess, they're pro-Palestinian. He's doing real harm to the cause and the protection of innocent life.
The House bill, which could get a floor vote as soon as tomorrow, stands almost no chance of passing in the Senate, where Democrats hold sway. Even if it were to pass Congress, the White House says President Biden would veto it.
We strongly oppose attempts to constrain the president's ability to deploy U.S. security assistance.
So far, the United Nations says that more than 34,000 people have been killed in Gaza, but the UN revised its estimate to include fewer women and children in that death toll. The UN says it is still waiting for identifying information for about 10,000 of the dead. Tashani and Dan, back to you.
All right, Robert, thank you very much.